Hello everyone, I'm Aafreen. I'm a final year PhD student working with Professor Jasfred at Monash University. And the topic of my PhD is to develop a photoresponsive hydrogel for studying mesenchymal stromal stem cells mechanosensing. So to tell you a bit about my research, we have developed this super cool hydrogel. It's photoresponsive. You put green light on it, it becomes soft. You put blue light on it, it becomes stiff. And why we do that is we want to make a system which can be very universal in mimicking a bunch of things like fibrosis, tumor, and or just to make a system which allows us to study mechanotransduction of cells. And that's what we have done mostly with our system. So we have looked at mesenchymal stromal cells, which are very mechanosensitive, and we have looked at how it reacts to these changing environment. And for us, it has also given us a platform to study how age of cells are so different when different mechanodynamics have been provided to the cells. And to tell you what I'm proud about it is the fact that it's allow multitasking. You can study fibrosis on it, you can study diseases, different diseases on it, and like homeostasis as well as developmental things, which is honestly great. You can make different patterns on the gels by just putting different lights on different spots. So it opens a door to a lot of research. And one specific thing which I'm super proud about is they have made these gels in past. They have, but to change the gels, they have been using UV. But what we did was we used visible light, which helps us to actually use the system in biological research. So I think that's a big novelty to our work. So where do I want to see it in the future? Definitely someone picking up my PhD after me and using it to make patterns and stuff and putting cells on it to see if we can actually change cellular phenotype or we can force cells to do something. But in long run, what we couldn't do because of the lack of time is actually studying fibrosis on the system, not just limiting it to fibrosis. We can study a bunch of things, a bunch of fundamental processes. And I would be really happy if I can see not just our group, but every other group out there using my system. So yeah, that would be fun to see. So I joined ASBT in my first year of PhD and started with just attending one of the showcases here at RMIT. And in second year, as a member, I went to the showcase and I gave a oral presentation there. And in my final year, I'm actually going to the conference for another oral presentation, which I'm very excited for. And to be honest, if it wasn't for the ASBT group and all of our lovely collaborators, the paper that we recently published in Advanced Functional Material might not have happened. So Yusuk hosted me at University of Western Australia for a week so I can learn AFM. And then Amy here at RMIT helped me a lot with getting the characterizations for my gels. So I think the ASBT collaborators have hugely influenced the whole of my research. And I hope it happens like in the future too. Something that people wouldn't know that I'm good at is remembering all the silly stuff. So if someone tells me they had a stomach ache because of eating a tomato in March, I would remember that for like 2 years. And I'm pretty good with all of these silly things, but for some reason, I'm not very good when it comes to actual work and remembering things. So I have to rely greatly on calendars. What would I do if I was not in this field? It takes me back to my high school when I had to submit the form, what I want to do after my school, and I never handed my form over. So if it was like work-wise, maybe somewhere in science, because I studied science in high school, but I think I might would have done stand-up comedy because I think like I can make people laugh. If not that, maybe a foster mom for cats because I also love animals. So maybe if it was not for science and biomaterials and stuff, then it would have been completely different and more of an artsy stuff. So I have my cup for the wine, but I'm not drinking anything. It's empty because it's Ramadan. So I would be having my coffee after the sunset. And cheers.